Okay, Representative Nunes. Representative Nunes just came out and is talking about how the NSA is being fully cooperative and is not going to get into too much information. But he did say this. This is the one thing he said that blow. He says anybody that has information into the details of what's being investigated, we ask you to voluntarily come forward and let's speak about the wiretapping issues, right? You know what that says? They've got a lot of information and they know the truth that Obama was committing crimes, okay, and that he was wiretapping and he was using the government for political reasons to go after his enemies. Deep state. That's what's happening, people, and they're wanting whistleblowers. They're wanting people to step forward and to talk about what's going on. That's what he just said. Let's go back. Let's listen to the rest of this press conference.
Welcome to do that. If he wants to do it in a closed setting, that's also fine with me.
Last night on Sean Hannity's show, you said that one reason why you briefed the president was because he's been taking a lot of heat in the news media. What did you mean by that?
I'm stating the obvious. Maybe you can follow me around and ask me more questions today. Yes, sir.
In the documents you reviewed, how many names were unmasked?
I don't know that yet. So I'm aware of, just so I can be perfectly clear, so there was additional unmasking that was done in the documents that I read the other day. I don't know who asked for them to be unmasked. I just know that there are more. Now, just so you know, I was aware of the unmasking before I read the documents.
The Schiff has suggested it might just be one, or that the unmasking might.
People, we're in some trouble in this government. You've got Obama administrated appointees that are still in different, and they're scattered in different positions. They're all working together. Obama moved down the street from the White House. Okay, he's holding He's holding meetings with Warren Buffett, George Soros, a Nazi collaborator, the tech industry. Red alert, people. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. There's people there. These communists and these socialists, they're hardcore. They're trying to destroy America from within. Okay? Just look at Hillary Clinton and everything that's gone on with her. Look at all the scandals. We need God. We need God. We need to pray to God. Justice be done. The Lord Jesus Christ, our King, bring justice. This is crazy, people.
I'm not going to get into that. We want people to come forward, and we will protect the identity of those people at all costs.
Boom, right there.
Are you going to brief Adam Schiff on the full extent of what you've seen? He's made it sound like he's been sort of kept in the dark.
Yeah, I was hoping to get the documents today. It doesn't sound like we'll get a full accounting of those, but hopefully they come in either today or over the weekend or earlier in the week. The ones from the letter that Mr. Schiff and I sent that were due on March 15th.
The ones that your source gave you.
We won't. The letter should cover. The letter actually should encompass everything that I've seen.
And do you understand what President Trump's revealed directly? And do you believe that what you have uncovered is validation of the tweets he released a couple weeks ago?
No, I think I've been very clear. There was no. And a matter of fact, I've been very clear on this for many weeks now. There was no wiretapping of Trump Tower. That didn't happen. Yes.
So was he surveilled? Was he in the record?
Members of Congress have suggested on the record that your Wednesday press conference might have been orchestrated by the White House. Can you say categorically, can you deny that?
Yes, I can, because it was exactly as I told you. Were you here on Wednesday?
It was.
Okay, so I came out here and I told you all that I was going to go to the White House. I had talked to the White House. My staff had talked to the White House earlier that day to request a meeting with the president. And I had not talked to the president before that. Yes.
Can you clarify whether Trump or his associates were monitored or just mentioned in these intelligence reports?
We won't know that until we actually receive all of the documentation. It's hard to know where the information came from until you get the reports and have time to go through them and see all the sourcing of the documents. And I'm not going to speculate until we get them all, because it was dozens of reports.
Mr. Schiff is.
Since this does not, the information you saw does not involve Russia, are you going to start a separate investigation, or are you going to break this away from the Russian investigation? Are you going to siphon it off in some way?
I don't know about that yet. I mean, it's all in the scope of what we're looking at in terms of unmasking of names, leaks. It's all in that same body. If we have to section it off and look at it a different way, we will. But we haven't got to that point yet. Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. They're saying no wiretapping of Trump Tower, okay? But they're not saying that he wasn't monitored. To me, wiretapping, being monitored, it's all in the same thing. It's all spying on your political enemy, right? Or the Trump, okay? Whether it be in Trump Tower, whether it be his cell phone, it doesn't matter, okay? They were monitoring him. This guy's freaking out. You just see it in his face. He looks like he's scared. I would be scared too if you're going up this beast of a system that is just out to ruin anybody, that, railroad anybody. I'm sure he's seeing some scary stuff, and that's why he's saying if people want to come forward and speak about the findings in this investigation, we ask you to please, we will protect you, okay? They are freaking out right now. There's something to all of this, and I don't think it has anything to do with Trump and Russia. I think it has to do with a deep state, and it has connections to key players in both the Republican and Democratic Party, and people that are connected to George Soros and stuff like that. This is crazy, people. We're living in Twilight Zone time. Everybody in America that knows what's going on in the country, they know that there's a shadow government. They already know that. It's just coming out into the public now that the people that have been looking at this for a long time, myself included, are looking at this going, holy moly, this stuff is unraveling. It's unfolding right now, and we're watching it.
For the most part, I think these reports that I read, for the most part, are valuable intelligence. However, I think there are just questions in those reports that I wonder does reach that threshold of foreign intelligence, and then you have to ask why were names unmasked.
Just a follow-up, please. Okay, so if this does not seem out of the ordinary to you, is what's striking the fact that it was so widely disseminated?
No, I think there's two issues here. There's some information in those documents that concern me, in the reports that I read, that I don't think belong there. It would make me uncomfortable, and that's why I wanted to inform the president of it. That's one issue. Secondly, there's the issue of unmasking, additional unmasking, and that's, I think, of most concern to me.
It's been a very big week for the committee, the hearing on Monday, and the reports and your trip to the White House. Could you just summarize what you think the committee accomplished this week and your role in it?
Yeah, this is, look, as you know, this is not an easy process because there's politics on both sides of this, and I'm trying to navigate as best as I can. I would say that what we've been very successful at is we have people that continue to come forward to provide us information, and we want that to continue. And the only way we can do that is as long as we provide an avenue that the public or others can come to the committee that want to offer information on this investigation. So we would still encourage whistleblowers to come forward, people who have information about this, whether it's top secret or not, or anyone who has read their name in any press article. They're welcome to come forward and be interviewed, as like I said, we heard from Mr. Manafort yesterday.
The job that you've done as chairman this week.
That's not for me to do.
Mr. Chairman,
Okay, people, you have Hillary Clinton, who's put a private server in her bathroom, okay, and was funneling emails through that private server that had to do with her foundation and also with political things called pay to play, basically leaking information to foreign intelligence agencies that could carry out terrorist attacks like Benghazi. Okay, you have Barack Obama, who is in bed with her in many ways, letting ISIS and Muslims and extremists, not good Christian Muslims, but extremists that hate America, letting them flood the country to try to bring it down. You have them sending like $500 million or whatever to the Middle East, just dropping cash in all different currencies right in the middle of a battlefield, right in the middle of a city where ISIS, it's their stronghold. Okay, people, we have criminals in office who are godless, who want to bring it down. And I'm sure that they're freaking out right now because they're seeing all these ties and they're seeing emails and all these connections, and they're sitting there connecting the dots going, whoa. And they want to bring whistleblowers in to talk about the issues and whatnot. You need to pay very close attention to what's happening here in America. I'm looking at this going, whoa. I mean, even my wife and I, even when Trump was elected and stuff, we were just sitting here going, this is crazy that's happening in America. This is crazy. You get to see God's providence in the way that he's working in this country on a huge scale, and it's wonderful to see, but it's also very scary because you get to see evil up close and personal, and it's, it's pretty nuts. Anyway, he looks frightened. Let's go back to him.
What's your response to that?
That's nice.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Nunes, on Wednesday, Chairman, Mr. Schiff said that of the names you're talking about, there were actually only one unmasked name, and it had nothing to do with the Trump team. Is he wrong in saying that?
I'm not going to get into the specifics of that.
Mr. Brennan indicated that these were Trump team names that were unmasked, so were they or weren't they? Because he's saying they were not.
We'll find out when we get the information. I am quite sure that I'm very uncomfortable with it. I'll leave it at that.
Mr. Brennan, Mr. Clapper, Ms. Yates still committed to appearing?
Yes, that's not. It has nothing to do with them. As far as I know, they are still going to come forward, and we encourage others to come forward freely. All right, I have to run up and vote. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are questions before influence penalty going to come up in Mr. Manafort's interview?
Look, we are just at the beginning of this. I just wanted to inform all of you that Mr. Manafort agreed to come in voluntarily. Thank you.
Yeah, well, the president is now speaking. Here he is talking healthcare.
He's done a great job, and I'll call him today. So thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to talk about, we're going to get into the whole healthcare thing now. I didn't know that was coming up right away. But deep state's there, shadow government's there, and you're going to see its ugly head here real soon.
Should Paul Ryan stay speaker if it fails? Jenna, thank you. Should he stay as speaker?
So at the end, it was hard to hear, but he was asked, should Paul Ryan stay on as Speaker of the House, Shannon, if this health care bill fails? And we understand that the president, was hard to make out, said yes.
Yeah. So that's important because we've been thinking about, they're working in tandem, sort of as a team. They keep saying hand in glove, both sides.
Sort of as a team sounds like a key phrase.
Sort of as a team, yeah. So, we'll see here because Paul Ryan obviously has the heavy lifting on the Hill, whipping this vote, getting it together. And so the president will watch and see as this plays out today. They seem determined. They're moving ahead. But again, still has his vote of confidence, it sounds like.
Right. Well, think about where the show started. We had Marsha Blackburn, among others, saying, as a key conservative, look, she's moving to a yes. Some of her conservative colleagues moving to a yes. Mike Emanuel reporting. Other conservatives still not sold. And here's the president a moment ago saying, we'll see what happens. That's not super confident. He's trying to figure out, where we are in all of this. And he also spoke about the Keystone Pipeline, which.
Okay. Oh, I wish I could do these things all day. Okay, what's going to happen is that you keep your enemies close. That's what Trump's doing. He's keeping these people close because they know the inner workings on how to get things done. Okay, so he's keeping Paul Ryan there to, do the work, go out there and garner votes. Paul Ryan obviously lied to him, and I'm thinking that Trump knew that he was lying. I mean, look at Paul Ryan's face. He's always like. I did a video on. I've done many videos on people that just they don't look like human beings. Paul Ryan does not look like a human being. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to Trump, President Trump, and the approval of the Keystone Pipeline.
Today, I'm pleased to announce the official approval of the presidential permit for the Keystone XL pipeline. TransCanada will finally be allowed to complete this long overdue project with efficiency and with speed. We're working out the final details as we speak. It's going to be an incredible pipeline, greatest technology, known to man or woman, and frankly, we're very proud of it. Russ Girling, president of TransCanada, is right behind me, and I'm going to have to say a few words. I know, Russ, you've been waiting for a long, long time, and I hope you don't pay your consultants anything, because they have nothing to do with the approval. In fact, you should ask for the hundreds of millions of dollars back that you paid them, because they didn't do a damn thing except give you a no vote, right? It's a great day for American jobs and a historic moment for North America and energy independence. This announcement is part of a new era of American energy policy that will lower costs for American families and very significantly reduce our dependence on foreign oil and create thousands of jobs right here in America. And I also would like to add, I think it's a lot safer to have pipelines than to use other forms of transportation for your product.
Okay. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this one off, and I'm gonna go back into and see this healthcare thing. But I'm just telling you right now, he knows Paul Ryan's a traitor. He knows that. He knows Paul Ryan's an opportunist, a psychopath. Okay, and I can't say psychopath enough because there's a lot of these people everywhere. It's sick. Okay, Satan has done a great job destroying people's minds. Greedy, filthy lucre's sake. Okay, that's all it means. People are crazy for money. They can easily turn to psychopath. So you look at Paul Ryan, you see just how crazy the guy looks. President Trump knows that. He's going to let Paul Ryan fall on his own face. He's going to let Paul Ryan fall on his own face, and then he's going to go, people, Paul Ryan lied to me. And it's going to turn like that. People are going to turn on Paul Ryan like that because President Trump is going to let him dig his own pit. He's a fool, digs his own pit. Anyway, let's just go back. We're going to cut this one off.